Hello everyone, it's great to be with you and great to be with you again for another one of these Thought for the Days. Now Psalm 46 begins with these amazing words. God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear. Now of course there are lots of potential sources of fear in our lives. Just look at the news headlines at the moment, whether it's COVID, the economy, Brexit, fuel shortages, gangs, knife crime, you name it. There are so many sources of fear. In fact, we live in a time where a government has used fear as a tactic to ensure mass obedience. And of course, more personally, there's fear of illness, fear for personal safety, fear of abuse, fear of assault, fear of being isolated and alone, fear of not having enough money. There are, of course, many different sorts of fear. And of course, all of us wrestle with different fears. And perhaps we have different fears at different stages of life also. But all of this raises a key question that we all face, that we all come back to time and time again, throughout all of life's stages, throughout all of life's ups and downs. Who or what do we place our trust in? In our psalm, David writes, "We will not fear." Why? I think that it's because he understood that the simple truth is that God is our refuge and our strength. It's not our army, it's not our government, it's not our job, it's not our money, it's not our house, it's not our pension, our spouse, or our children. Placing our trust in God is an expression of our faith in him and an acknowledgement of his ability to save us, but also of his lordship over our lives also. Now it's interesting, isn't it, that David writes that God is our refuge and strength, both of which actually have quite negative connotations. Because you only need a refuge when you're fleeing. You only need strength when you're weak. The implication of this, of course, is that as David knew in his own life, just as we do in ours, that trusting in God doesn't mean that nothing bad will ever happen to us. It simply means that when bad things do happen, when we go through life's struggles and difficulties, we can find a refuge in God. We can find strength to carry on in God. How? Well, very simply, it's what David knew, through a relationship with God. And I just want to say, friends, that this is the best thing that we have, a relationship with God, which is the pathway to freedom from fear. But it's also the best thing that we have to offer to a fearful world, an offer of a relationship with God for them too. So why don't we take a moment to pray today, simply for an opportunity to share the hope that we have found in Jesus with someone who's struggling with fear today. And if the earth give way, and if the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, we will not fear. Amen. Have a great day, guys. God bless.